name is Kelly Thomas. I was born and raised in Woodstock, Georgia, in downtown Woodstock. My family has been in Cherokee County in Woodstock actually, for at least 8 generations, because we don't know how far back it is, but at least 7 or 8 generations. What's kept me in Cherokee County is family and community, and not necessarily blood family, the community. I will say for blood family, my cousin Allison Ogletree was her maiden name, but she's Belle now. But she was like my best friend growing up. We both grew up on Arnold Road. My granny's house was on Arnold Road, and Allison's house was on Arnold Road. So we spent literally every day together. We're just a week apart, so it was kind of like we were not just cousins, but twins almost. Our families would vacation together. My dad and her dad owned a business together. I think it was called Johnson Ogletree Home Improvement, but maybe it was Ogletree Johnson Home Improvement, I don't know. And her dad was the first Black elected city councilman, which was really cool. He ran for mayor when we were kids. So it's just, I don't know, it's just the community and the family, and that's what's kept me in Cherokee County. What sets Cherokee County apart from other places I've lived, I guess what I would say is the community. Because my husband was in the military, so we have moved around a lot, but we just always came back to Cherokee County. I'd have to go back to the community and the people, the hearts and the community. Living in this county has helped shape my sense of community by just feeling safe. I feel safe now. I feel safe when my son walks to work. I feel safe when my daughter drives to church. I've always felt safe in this community. There's not a time, even as a kid, I would walk from Arnold Mill Road to Kyle Street, from my granny's house to my house, and there's not a single time that I remember where I felt scared. When I think about the community coming together to help others, I think about when my family specifically but we moved to Tampa to start a church. We had to come back sooner than we expected, but when we came back, our church made sure we had a house to live in. They made sure our kids that Christmas had gifts. We did not have to buy any gifts for our kids that Christmas. And at the time, I kind of felt a little embarrassed to have to ask for help, but then I look back and I'm like, that's what they're for. That's what it's for. That's what the community is for. And there's been so many times where we as a family have, done the same and donated. But I feel like if the need is there, there's always somewhere in this community to go, whether it's to your church, to your school, anywhere. I feel like you can find what you need. Growing up in Woodstock, and still now, church has always been huge for my family. I grew up at Allen Temple. My parents still go there. My dad was the head trustee for as long as I can remember. We were always in the choir, and now we go to Woodstock City. So we've always had that church community to, I wouldn't say fall back on, because it's always our first go-to if we need anything. When we serve, our whole family serves at Woodstock City. My husband serves. He's about to start serving in transit. I serve in the baby room. So every Sunday I get to just love on babies. So we just love our church. We love Woodstock City. We love the community. When I think about the local traditions, well, it's actually not even, it doesn't happen anymore, so maybe it's not a tradition. But when I was growing up, we would have the Brownlee Christmas tea. And at Lily Mae Brownlee and Jay, I think they called him Jay, but we called him Uncle Dude, Brownlee's house. So it was where the community came together every Christmas. It was always the first Sunday in December. All races, it didn't matter, all churches, we all came together at her house. And it was a tea. We called it a Christmas tea, but it was like a social. My teacher in 5th grade was Miss Blackwell. She would play the piano. We would sing Christmas carols. It was just a great time, but we don't, she passed away, so we don't have that anymore. But we do every year go to the Christmas parade, which my family looks forward to, especially when they were little, because we grew up on Kyle Street. So it's right there in downtown Woodstock. We didn't have to go find parking. It was just, we were right there. So we still look forward to that every year. When we were little, we would go to the 4th of July parade. We love Taste of Woodstock now. Every year we go, we buy a ton of tickets. The kids can eat and try whatever they want. I think all of the events that Woodstock Arts puts on are just great. The plays that they do, I just love it. I just love the community. You can be sitting there watching a play and you're seeing someone that you go to church with. And that's just so cool to me. When I drive through downtown Woodstock, I see change, obviously, but I see good change. I see what used to be the library. When I was growing up, at the corner of Main Street and Arnold Mill is now the antique shop. What used to be my doctor's office is now where the gazebo is. My elementary school is now Chat Tech. So I see those positive changes, and I think about when my great-grandfather didn't have a car. I don't even know what year it was, the 30s, obviously a very long time ago. And he would walk from Kyle Street in downtown Woodstock to the mill in Canton to work every day, both ways. And I just think about, like, I wonder what went through his head. He would take the railroad tracks as his guide to get him to work. And I would love to, talk to him and say, like, what was that like? Because my dad talks about it, him having to do that. But like, I wish I could just go back and ask him, like, what was that like? Were you scared? Did you worry that someone's gonna jump out at you? Like, those are things that I would be worried about. So yeah, I think about that. When I was growing up in Woodstock, most kids went to Mama Green's daycare, which is, the building is still there, and I think they're trying to make it like a national history, something like that. But all the kids went to Mama Green's before you went to kindergarten. And I don't think we thought of it as daycare. We just thought, this is where you go and this is where you hang out. There's like a little creek right in front of it, and we used to think there were alligators there. I don't know where we came up with this stuff, but yeah, it was just, I just have memories of thinking, don't go over there because there's alligators. There are obviously no alligators. One word that I would use to describe Cherokee County would be community. And I know I've probably said that word a lot, but it really is a community. We have had to move to other places with the military and then starting the church. And I did love the places we lived, but there's just nowhere like Cherokee County. There's nowhere in the world like Woodstock, Georgia. I just feel that way.